Hello, my name is Tracy Allen, and I want to welcome you to Cooking with Some Friends. Do Shae's $1 million spaghetti recipe, and there are some changes you could make to it. You don't have to. Shae doesn't use onion because her family doesn't like onion, and it's not in the recipe, but you could add it if you like it. You could add a little more garlic if you like garlicky things. But anyway, we're going to brown up roughly a pound of hamburger. And this is where I'd add the onion and garlic if you were going to add them. And we've got our pasta pan on to boil because we're going to cook 8 ounces of spaghetti to al dente.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. We are.
So Shae's hamburger is browned, and do you just put it back in the frying pan and put the sauce in with it?
Yeah.
Okay. To the front. She drained that after she browned it. Come on, the oven's hot.
It's ready.
And then she's going to add, you can use any spaghetti sauce, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just get whatever I want to
Okay.
get in.
We use ragu a lot,
Yeah.
but I like classico too. But
And I think it calls for less of this, but I'm going to use the whole
that's fine.
jar.
I hate it when, if you have leftover spaghetti and you
Yeah.
go to warm it up
And
and
you
it's
never
dry,
have-
yeah, there's not enough sauce in it.
Yeah.
So that would kind of solve that problem. Do you want me to stir that while you do your other stuff? Okay, so she's also going to mix up a filling. Is that what you'd call it?
Yeah.
Okay. So she has 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. Look at the chunks of garlic in there. Oh my. Yeah.
In the sauce?
Yeah. And she's going to add a 1/4 cup of sour cream. And then I'm going to make you talk through the rest of it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look at the recipe.
Make you talk?
And then we also need 8 ounces of cottage cheese into this mixture. How would you like me to?
So she's, what is that?
This
You
is
said that's 16, so you're going to use half of it?
Yeah. Do you use a different spoon?
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
Okay. Half of this.
Normally, yes, but we'll use it up, so.
Yeah.
So do I need to let this simmer, cook down, just mix? What do I need to do?
You can I just usually leave it sitting
Okay,
there.
okay, that's fine. I just didn't know. Okay, and something else go in there? Sour cream, cottage cheese, cream cheese. That's it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of a combination between spaghetti. $1 million spaghetti is between spaghetti and lasagna.
Yeah. Like the layering, I guess, aspect of it.
And do you make lasagna, Tom?
I do.
Do you use cottage cheese or ricotta?
Cottage cheese.
I do too. I don't like the texture of ricotta.
Yeah, I love cottage cheese, so
Yeah,
when I
do
say
too.
either one, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm more familiar with cottage
Now,
cheese.
there are some recipes I mix the two. Like when I do baked lasagna or baked spaghetti, sometimes I'll use part ricotta, part cottage cheese, but I never use just plain ricotta because I don't like the texture. So when our noodles are done baking, when the spaghetti is done cooking, we're going to, in a sprayed 9x13, Shae is going to put a layer of sliced butter, correct?
Yes.
And then she'll put half of the spaghetti, cooked spaghetti noodles over the top of that. Then you layer half of the sauce, or the filling. Is that right?
I don't remember which one's first. I think, yeah, the meat and then the...
Okay, and then that, and then you end with the meat.
Yes.
And then cheese on top.
Yes. Sprinkled
Super.
cheddar cheese on top.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so Shae's pasta is done, her spaghetti, and she put about half of it in over the butter layer. Now she's going to put the cream cheese layer. Is that right?
Yes. And spread it over the spaghetti.
When we were talking about, it calls for 8 ounces. You could use all 16 ounce, if you buy a 1 pound package of spaghetti, you could use all of it if you wanted to,
Yeah.
since we're using more sauce. And then over the top of this goes another layer of butter. Is that right?
I think the rest of the spaghetti.
The rest of the spaghetti. Then another layer of butter.
Yes. I can get this spread out.
I'm kind of surprised they don't have you just mix one, in the recipe, 1/2 of the spaghetti in with the
mixture.
But
That's basically what I'm doing.
yeah, it's really what would have to, because it doesn't want to spread. Other half the noodles. Teamwork.
Yes.
Okay, good enough.
Yeah.
And then your other half a stick of butter. No calories in this, right?
Yeah. Said it's a pretty heavy recipe. It's good though.
It said $1 million, not million calorie, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And then all that's in here is your hamburger that's browned, and then your jar of pasta sauce. And that goes on next.
And then we'll bake it.
So we were talking a little bit ago about when you make just regular spaghetti, whether you leave the noodles separate from the sauce or you combine them all. You combine them all.
I combine them all.
Yeah, we do too, but we have relatives that don't, and they would prefer it not to be mixed, which it kills me, because they said to keep the noodles from getting cold or sticky.
Stuck together.
They just kind of mix it on their plate, which isn't that the same thing, kind of.
Yeah.
So anyway, I guess to each his own. And then on top of this goes cheese, shredded cheddar.
Yes. I think we bake it first.
Oh yes, because the cheese would burn.
Yes.
You're right. So you're gonna put it in a 350-degree oven for about half an hour, and then add the cheese and go another 15 minutes. Okay. Okay, Shae's back with me, and we're still doing the $1 million thing. We're rich.
Yeah.
Right now, we're going to do some $1 million dip. And in Shae's bowl, there's some mayo, and it's 1.5 cups of mayo. Do you use mayo or Miracle Whip at home?
Mayo.
So I do. Ron doesn't like mayo. He likes
Yes.
Miracle Whip, but I use it anyway.
Mayo.
Okay, so what are you going to add to that?
1/2 cup of bacon bits.
Uh-huh. You said that with so much authority.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting the hang of it, except for this thing isn't here.
This is so simple. And we're gonna eat it with crackers or something a little more sturdy. I suppose you could tortilla chips if you buy the heavier ones, not the real thin ones.
Yeah.
Okay. And
1/2 cup of
what do you got? Oh, slivered almonds.
Slivered almonds.
And she has 5 chopped up green onions. We're not big onion fans here. Do you guys eat my onions?
Mm-mm.
I don't mind a little bit of them in stuff to flavor it, but I don't want very much. And she's going to put in just a teaspoon to maybe 1/2 teaspoon. Let's go with 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder.
Okay, you can do that.
And you could use minced garlic if you want to, but that's fine. She's going to mix that together, and then she's going to add into that 8 ounces or a cup of shredded cheddar cheese. And that's all there is to the dip. And then you put it in the bowl and let it cool for a few hours, and it's ready to go. Thanks for joining us for this session of Cooking with Some Friends. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And find us on Facebook at Cooking with Some Friends.